Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How are you doing this morning? I am Skip LaCour. I'm so glad that you are here for this time that we have together, our check-in, our discipline, our ritual, our workout session for our minds, for our heart, mental toughness, conditioning. That's what this morning connection is all about. I'm so glad you are here. So glad to start my day with you. If you're starting your day with this morning connection, or you have it on a designated time during the day that we meet. Just two men, you and me. It's just you and me going through the journey of life, going through similar experiences as men. Men a little bit older. We look at the world a little bit differently at this age, and that's what morning connection is all about. I am so glad that you're here. In this morning connection, in this workout session, I want to talk about how to be more flexible. We all want the best things in life, right? We have a certain way of going about it. We work hard, we're disciplined, right? Sometimes we need the help of other people. Sometimes the path we choose isn't the right path, right? No matter what our good intentions may be, how hard we're willing to work, how much we've done our research, right? We got to get into the journey, how to be more flexible, right? It's always going to be an important part of the journey, mental and emotional flexibility. I talk about that all the time. Again, no matter how hard you want to work, how much studying, how many of the best strategies that you think you've acquired, you're willing to execute, you're more disciplined than most. How to be more flexible. I want to talk about that during this time together, during our morning connection. I want to say hello if you're watching me live on Instagram, or if you're watching me live on Facebook. I always love to say good morning. Love to start my day saying good morning to you. I feel privileged that you're even entertaining what I have to say. This is some things that I continually think about as I try to take my life to higher and higher levels. You know how we're never going to get there, right? This whole journey, that's the whole process, this whole game, continual growth, constant, never-ending improvement, continual growth. That's the game, that's the challenge, that's the excitement of everything, right? We're never going to have that down. How to be flexible, right? I could talk about this next week, next year, and we can find more and more distinctions. All the topics that I talk about during this morning connection, we continually talk about. And that's what I'm here. I just bring it to the forefront of our minds. Just give us some things to think about as we go for that continual improvement, whatever the goal is that you have in mind, whatever the feelings, the experience that you want, right? That's what brings some things to think about for our message today, our thought today, to get us going, how to be more flexible. All right, so let's see, who do we have here on Facebook? All right, so glad you are here today joining me. Let's see, Jotman, I see you here. 8. Good morning on Instagram. All right, let's see here. Raymond, could we have you here, Raymond, over on Facebook? Raymond, are you new here? It is a great day, Raymond. Are you new? I'm just curious. I don't know if I've seen that name here before. Masashi, good evening to you in Japan. Good morning, David. And good morning, Mark. Again, over on Facebook. All right, guys. Continue to say hello. Again, if I don't say hello to you during this live broadcast, I will always go back 10 minutes after the show. Then I usually run to the gym, and then I come back and give some more good mornings and hellos, and read your messages, read the takeaways that you get. I always love that when we do our exercise sessions. Again, we're accountability partners. We're mental and emotional workout partners, right? I'm here because I'm responsible to you, and you're here because you're responsible to me and the other guys who are here working out, right? Mindset, right? I love it when you post what you take away from each one of these sessions, right? I come here, I got a main topic, I think about you. What am I going to talk to you about today? Usually I sleep over that overnight, let it marinate, and then I come here But I'm always surprised and delighted, so to speak, that some of the things that you take out of it. And I go, wow, that is good. I said that? Wow, I need to say that more. I need to apply that myself, right? So I love the takeaways that you get from these morning connections, and you post it down below. Also, if you're new to watching these live broadcasts, whether you're coming over from Facebook or from Instagram, whether you're coming from LinkedIn or Twitter, all right, make sure that you go to my Manformation YouTube channel. It's a special YouTube channel. I keep it separate from fitness. That most people know me as the 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder who focused my attention. I specialize on helping older men with busy, productive lives get control over their fitness, right? They've mastered their family and their business. A lot of the men who come to me, they've been married for a very long time. And I understand when I say successful, right? I know there's a journey, there's ups and downs. I know there's a story behind the story, no matter how long you've been married. I get that, right? Same thing with business, all the ups and downs with that. But successful means you've dedicated, you put a lot of effort there, you're enjoying a certain level of success and comfort and certainty. But the fitness, you gotta do more of that to be alive for your kids, for your grandkids, to get more out of life. Maybe you have some health concerns. You got to get on top of your fitness. I really I specialize in older men, so they do what they need to do, right? But they're not distracted by it and all that information all over the internet. That's usually for younger, passionate fitness experts willing to do everything. They got the time, they got the focus, and that's not where my guys are. So the effective and efficient strategies is workouts for older men. So I keep it separate, but it's together. It's separate, but together. Most men who are attracted to this message, fitness is a high priority in their life. They want to take care of themselves, but they want more than that. So this is mental toughness conditioning, mindset, motivation, emotional, whatever it takes to reach all of your goals in life. This slant it's specifically for older men. So it ties in to those men a little bit older for fitness, but it's separate too. So go to the Manformation YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Again, if you're new to watching this morning connection, you like this kind of vibe to start your day, make sure you go to that Manformation YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe, and you can go back and see that I've been doing this, the last 200 days in a row. Right? You like these topics, give you some things to take about 10, 15 minutes every single day. So I want to talk about how to be more flexible, right? When I was thinking about this topic, right, how to be more flexible, the first thing I thought about is the challenge of being more flexible, is that the challenge, how to be more flexible, right? Or is it, why should I be more flexible, right? It reminds me, remember when you were dating your wife or maybe your girlfriend, or maybe you dated that girl in the past, and you did everything when you wanted to be with that girl, right? She was, for great conversation or whatever was your motivation, right? You did everything. You stepped inside her world. Yeah, you found out what her favorite things were, all right? You thought about how to present yourself, how to look better, better clothes, better presentation, better speaking, stand more confidently, maybe even wash your car, whatever it is. You used deodorant that day, whatever, and you stepped into her mind. What does she like? How does she look things? How do women look things? You maybe even bought a book on it. You did whatever it took. You were flexible. You weren't only in your world the way you thought, right? Okay, you became really mentally flexible, emotionally flexible, everything in your approach because you wanted that end goal, right? To have that great conversation with your wife when you met her or whatever, right? Was it that hard to be flexible? Once you were convinced, sold, you were persuaded that there was the outcome that you wanted to be flexible, right? So when I think about that, and you could extrapolate that to all areas of your life, the business goals that you've achieved, right? Whatever it is that you want, whatever goal, achievement, the material thing that you really wanted. When you were convinced, was it hard to be flexible? Probably not, right? So when I talk about, how to be more flexible, I think it's convincing yourself why. I deal a lot of men. My journey has been through the fitness world. And one thing that I've discovered about, it's general, right? Everything isn't black or white. everything isn't too extreme, like you're either in or out. One of my the biggest journeys towards enlightenment and self-awareness and getting more things in life is that there are no black and whites. There's this scale, right? So you can make them absolutes. You can make it black and white. That'll give you a sense of control, a sense of certainty, I guess, but it's not going to give you the outcome. Life is more fluid. There's nuance. All right, and as I started learning that the best things in life were in the nuance, in the gray or in the colors, it just changed my world. And isn't that what flexibility, mental flexibility, emotional flexibility, not just ramming your thoughts and opinions onto somebody else, and if they don't get it, they're wrong, right? They're bad people, right? I see that all the time, especially, again, the fitness world. A lot of times fitness, the fitness world attracts a certain personality. It isn't fitness. It isn't dedication to the sets and reps, the working out, the eating patterns, and all those type of things that make us healthy. That isn't what creates, I think, this general personality that's involved with fitness personalities. And I see a lot of people in the fitness world are posting on social media. They talk about this industry, these people, this, that. I'm always curious why are you blessing us with your presence or such a defective group of people, right? Why are you here? Why would you want to stay here with people like that? What attracts you to this group? And one thing, my experience, again, trying to become the best, learning from the masters in personal development, in addition to being, working on my body and being in the fitness industry, it's not the sets and the reps that make us a certain way, right? It's usually things how we develop as people growing up that makes fitness the perfect environment for us in our personalities. The personalities that, we developed our first 20, 30, 40 years of life. Fitness is just the perfect set of circumstances of who we are. All right, and it's not just fitness too, right? If you're in the fitness world, you hang around with people who are fitness minded. I find it with a lot of people who are really religious. Those maybe men who get degree after degree after degree after degree, like 4 master's degrees, and then what are you going to do with this? Well, I'm 45 years old, but I'll decide a little later. All right, military. All right, computer programs, certain personalities that like things black and white and very structured. They do better in that environment for whatever reasons. There's a lot of reasons. Who cares? Whatever happened to your past or how you grew up, it doesn't really matter. It's where you are now. All right, so generally like things black and white and structured. Become very strong in our beliefs that this is the code to live life, and we have the right way to live and think about the world, and those other people, and we put them in the bad category, the wrong category. We're very quick to do that. So I don't know if that sounds like it. We even use expressions like, it's either black or white with me. I'm a person who uses in and out. I'm either 100% or I'm nothing, right? They give you maybe you've said things like that, but that gives you a real indication of their thinking. Now, if you take on that identity, I can tell you this, flexibility probably isn't your strong point. That's not your identity, and you probably don't care. Right? One thing that I've learned in life, again, is that, my beliefs, at this age, how many times have things that you thought were absolutely certain? The way that people should act, they should do things, you put them in the bad category, they lack integrity, and you find yourself doing some of the same things. Sometimes I see this on social media a lot, right? The one thing that the one person is criticizing the world or the people of doing, they are doing themselves. They just have a certain spin or angle, or their situation is unique. All right, there are a lot of extenuating circumstances. Everything. The more mentally and emotionally flexible you are, the more of the good stuff you get in life. The way I looked at it, and as I was pushing myself for more growth and breaking out of the black and white thinking to get more out of life. And again, I got to tell you something. I didn't even know that I was even having this challenge because I was so certain that the way I looked at life was the right way. What's the need to be flexible? These other people, they need to come along to my opinion. And if you work hard enough and if you are competent enough, you'll do okay in life. You will do okay in life. I think that if you're patient, you're persistent, you know, and again, I use I talk about the law of relativity. Nothing in life has any value unless compared to something else, right? So, on a scale from 1 to 10, that's how I always kind of measure how people are thinking. On a scale from 1 to 10, I mean, if you work hard enough, long enough, you figure out the patterns, you'll get to a 7 in life. Out of 10, happiness, fulfillment, whatever that means to you. But I'll tell you, if you aren't flexible enough, you'll never break past that. Maybe a 7.5 every once in a while. Maybe, drop down to a 6. But that's almost where you're going to top out at, all right, if you're not mentally and emotionally flexible enough. And I don't think you work that hard just to get to the 7, 7.5. I wonder if you can relate to that. A lot of men who I coach one-on-one, they can definitely relate. That's part of the thing that I get. I get them to think about it. Again, if you love this perspective, that's what I do with my guys. It starts off with their dreams, their vision, their imagination, what they want, maybe why, what's stopping them. I use all my experience. They've got 2 brains examining life for objectivity and perspective. So you, when you come to me for coaching, you make your decisions, right? I can't tell you what to do. All right, I have some strategies along the way, but it's really the more perspective you have, the better decisions they can make, provided that you are flexible enough, right? You want that end goal enough. All right, I give them that flexibility, more options to make those decisions. All right, so that desire to be flexible. Why should be flexible, right? They didn't work this hard just to get to a 7. And it gets really frustrating because more of the same is not going to do it. At this age, you should start to understand that. More of the same, more hard work. I know they say just be persistent, all right? Just keep on grinding, keep on. That's great with mental and emotional flexibility, right? But just doing the same things over and over and over again, that flex, you're not going to break past that 7. And if maybe you're watching this, maybe you're not a little bit older, maybe you just know how powerful this is at whatever age. I'm here to tell you, you're more of the same. It's not going to do it. You don't want to wait till you get old. You need that mental and emotional flexibility. You're not going to you didn't work this hard just to get to a 7. Right? What I realize is that out of 100 people, you're probably a smart, competent man if you're watching this, is that you just being the way, or you thinking your rules, your values, your judgment of the world, whatever, how people should act, who's good person, who's not, whoever you put in your box, out of 10 people, you're going to find like 3 people out of 10, they're just like you, at least at this stage, right? Before those rules might be broken later on, which we can talk about. I could talk about this subject forever, right? But you'll find 3 people who will just see the world just like you will. And it's a joy, probably, that you don't need that flexibility because they just see the world the same way as you do. And it's great. You can get a lot in life, probably get better than most with those 3. Maybe the 4th person out of 10, let's say, I think I said out of 100. So out of 10 people, right, 3 people are going to just get you just the way you are. You don't need to be flexible, right? You may get a 4th who they're in a source of pain, or they're just so hungry, they're just going to just take in what you say. They're not going to question it, right? You might get that 4th person out of 10, all right, to see your value, see the world your way, whatever you're trying to exchange, your ideas, your way to live the world, right? But I'll tell you, after that, you're going to have a hard time, real challenge getting the 6 to see your world, because they don't see your world. That's where it takes that flexibility. All right, the best stuff in life, the best experience, getting everything that you think you're worth to actually earn it. It's your job to get those other 6 on board, to influence them, persuade you that you have the right thoughts, opinions, that you have what they need, and you can create an amazing win-win situation. Getting those other 6 out of 10, that's where the real benefits in life are, and that's what takes the most flexibility. All right, and they're not going to see the world your way. They're just as certain that their way is your way, and that's when it takes this elegance, this influence, this persuasion, this certainty about yourself, having a lot of different ways: patience, perseverance, resourcefulness, flexibility. Right, so like I said, that girl, when you dated your wife, right, you found a lot of ways to be flexible. It wasn't hard to be flexible because you had that end goal, right? You were clear, you were certain, you became flexible. The way I hope what you take away from this, and this is one of my biggest life lessons, is that the best stuff comes when you step outside of your box. Quit making the world black and white, right or wrong. And I just want to make this clear. I don't guys get all tense. I am not talking about compromising your values. I will never tell you to compromise your values. But as you're getting older, right, you should start understanding that the world is more fluent. There's more nuance. All right. The key is to be flexible enough to get the other 6 out of 10 on board. That's when the good stuff happens. That's when life flows. So how to be more flexible, right? Starting off with a desire to be more flexible. Hello, Denise. Good to have you here over on Facebook. David, absolutely love listening to your subjects daily. So much sense. Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate that. Let's see. We have Fitness Trainer Extreme over on Instagram. Good to have you here. CJ, good to have you here on Instagram. Blanton over on Instagram. Hellboy. Right, my wife, Carrie LaCour, she gets up in the middle of the night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning just to support me, just to put those links down. All right. All right. So a couple of things really quickly. My 12-week fitness transformation for older men with busy, productive lives. Go to skiplacour.com/transformation, skiplacour.com/transformation. Fill out the questionnaire. I'll talk to you today. I've been talking to men all around the world. They want to be the total package. They want to get on top of their fitness. I talked about my special brand of fitness for older men with busy, productive life, but this is all in it, right? I can't just talk about fitness without sharing my ideas of what's going to take for you to become the total package, just like this. I don't care what it is in life. I don't care if it's your fitness that you want to master, relationships, take that to another level, or business. If you can't do it, I talk about, figuring out the pattern, talk about flexibility. But you need to go on a personal development journey. This is where this mind and this heart come in, these rules, these values, beliefs, what you're doing aren't getting you, and that is what you're going to need to even be more fit. All right, so go to skiplacour.com/transformation. Fill out that questionnaire. Let's talk. I'll talk to you. We'll see if it's a good fit for you. A lot of guys say, what does that mean? I got to meet the grade? I don't know. I meet the grade, right? And that's when I talked about at the beginning of our time together. A guy said, well, I've been married for 25 years. Great guy. just talking to me this week. I've been married for 25 years. I've had my business for, 20 years. Am I successful enough? Okay, that's not what I mean, because success, even for success, I'm not even close to being successful the way I want to be. So I get that. That's not what I mean. Rock solid. All right, you're not an older guy who's obsessing over all these details, watching 1,000 YouTube videos. All right, bulking up and obsessing like a 25-year-old over training strategies. Because I'm not gonna be your guy. All right, because my whole brand is to use what you need, be effective, efficient. Again, here I look at almost 57 years old. Right, what you need so you can again be that total package, your business and your family. Right? If you remember, if you used to train, you used to leave it all on the floor, or let those areas kind of go. This isn't my brand of fitness. Right? I want to help you look good, feel great, be healthy, have energy, have passion, right? And not because you're lazy, because you're smart, you're effective, you're efficient with your willpower, focus, energy, and time, and you use just what you need. You don't obsess over training strategies like maybe the 25-year-old fitness experts, right? So you're solid in that. You're not looking for fitness as an escape, right, to obsess about, right? That's what I mean by successful, that those areas are so important. You have so much invested in them. You only can allow so much willpower, focus, energy to your fitness. But again, I'm loving every minute. I want you to have a game. I want you to be passionate. I want you to be your best, everything that you do. All right, so that's what I mean by successful. And what I mean by to see if it's a good fit, some guys, they don't need all that intense one-on-one attention that they get from me for 12 weeks. So, they have this fitness forever. They just need some instruction. They just need to understand the right strategies, right? So I don't have anybody come into the program if I don't think it's a good fit. I don't think they need it all, right? I can maybe talk to you for 2 or 3 sessions and meet your needs. So that's what I mean, to see if it's a good fit. Again, go to skiplecore.com/transformation. If you love this personal development stuff for maybe some other areas of your life, always go to talkwithskip.com. Talkwithskip.com. I'll put these all in the descriptions below this video and all the videos. All right, you can always just talk to me for 10 or 15 minutes. You can go to my schedule, make sure it's in your right time zone, make sure you put your phone number, and I'll talk to you for 10 or 15 minutes. I love connecting. I love doing this, right? I love connecting with you one-on-one. That's where the real breakthroughs happen. This broadcasting to you, it's like hit or miss. I hope you get it. A lot of you guys are getting it. But sometimes it's the nuance that we get through conversations. So go to talkwithskip.com, all right? Hello, Ron over on Facebook. Good to have you here, right? Continue saying hello on Facebook, on Instagram. Really love you guys. Love I love all the comments. Gets me going at 3 o'clock in the morning. Be accountable to you. Again, you're accountable to me. We are accountability partners. We're workout partners for this mental toughness conditioning, right? Every single day. All right, so that's going to do it for today. Let's take on this day with a sense of urgency. Let's take care of our bodies. Eat. Work out with that sense of urgency. Let's connect with our loved ones, right? Man, life is so precious, right? We're starting to really appreciate this at this age, right? Let's connect with that sense of urgency. Let's fulfill our mission, our legacy in life. Let's work hard. Let's produce at the job, create value for others with that sense of urgency today. Remember, everything in life runs in patterns. I don't care how challenged you are, how difficult the code is to crack. Everything in life runs in patterns. You can figure it out. That's my empowering belief. When I want to get to the next level, when I want to become better at something that I suck at, I just tell myself, everything runs in patterns. Skip, you can figure out this pattern. You can figure out this pattern. Again, some are more complex than others. Some will take you longer than others. Some of the other people will seem like they get it so quickly, and you, for some reason, can't do it. And you question yourself. Just remember, everything in life runs in patterns. Some are more complex than others. You just keep on. You stay resourceful. You're flexible. You can figure out the pattern to your biggest challenge in life. I know that about you, right? Even figuring out the pattern on how to be more flexible. All right, so expect the best from yourself today. Expect the best from your efforts. Expect the best from other people. They will get you. Your power, your energy, the message, the value that you provide, they will get you. It's just a matter of time. How can they not get you? You are a force to be reckoned with. Have a great day.